Hello, everybody. Yes, this is Big Jims Blogcast live. Just waiting for the, classic movies. There we go. Free bloggers. Some pieces. That song. All right. It is Friday night. Oh, yeah. All right. You're out there. Say hello. Oh, whoops. All right, so we say hello. All right, everybody. Welcome. That was Pieces Missing by, that's my new intro theme song. Sherry, I see you're watching. Welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live. Hold on a sec. This is a special Friday night edition. Long weekend, Easter long weekend. Welcome, everybody. If you're out there, say hello, type in hello. I'm gonna hold on a sec. There we go through my phone. Whoops. No. Hello. There we go. Okay. What? All right. So, okay. So, anyways, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 314, Friday, April 18th, 2025. I wasn't almost gonna come on here, but fuck it. It's a long weekend. I've got 6 days off. Say hi. Feel free. I'll get to my intro and disclaimer for the people who've been here. This is your first time here. All right. So let me share a few more. Okay. So, anyways, we're all good. If you're out there and watching, say hello. But, Big Jims Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 314, Friday, April 18th, 2025. Consider this your primer. You're going out for the weekend. You want to watch Big Jims Blogcast Live first. I got the local events. But for the people who have been here, let me explain. If you're here for the first time, I'll get into my, intro. So welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 314. Big Jims Blogcast Live airs Sunday nights on Facebook, the occasional Fridays like today, and a wine o'clock Wednesday. We're in our 7th year of Big Jims Blogcast Live, debuted back in 2019. So this year we do craft beer reviews. We've done over 250 plus craft beer reviews. Tonight's craft beer is called it's Rally. No, it is called Trailblazer. It's by the Rally Muskoka Brewery in Bracebridge, Ontario. Accompanying that, we have pair it with a good cigar. We've got a Jose Pedria Cuban cigar here. I'll light this puppy up. All right. But anyways, we pair these. We'll just put this back here for now. We pair these cigars and craft beer with a good spirit rum whiskey tonight. I'm using up the last of my Crown Royal Vanilla. So, So, All right. So, okay. Hold on a sec here. All right. So, anyways. Retro, vintage, classic, nostalgic, yesteryear are the buzzwords here. We talk about classic movies, classic rock, classic albums, classic TV, classic pro wrestling. This week in Van Halen history, that's a Sunday thing. And we we give you the local events, bongos, right. The bongos. We give you the bongos, the countdowns, the birthday shout-outs to our friends, Cactus Jack here. All right. So, sidekick Cactus Jack there. Birthday shout-outs to all of our friends. Where is that? All right. Okay. And gongs. We got gongs here. All right. So, yeah. The blogcast is, excuse me, that's a good cigar, is seen in U.S. and Canada and is worldwide, now worldwide, the UK, Mexico, France, Spain, Germany. Thank you for watching. Tune in and turn on and enjoy the show. Politics and religion are banned here. And we aren't spam. Like us, share us, subscribe to us. Yeah, listen, but I will be saying this to you all night long. A couple of, maybe about 3 or 4 times during the blogcast. Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all these audio listening platforms. Or listen to your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at YouTube.com. And I want to give shouts out tonight to the following groups. Rachel, hello, how are you? Glad you could make it out here, Rachel. All the Port Elgin groups, all the Sarnia groups, like Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. What's up, Sarnia? All the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups. All the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, AC/DC groups. Craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, Star Trek, pro wrestling, classic blog, the blog groups, the vlog groups, the classic TV movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. So here we go. All right, bam, yeah. Checking out our notifications here. So, anyways, and I will also give my disclaimer here. I may say, all right, hold on here a sec. I may say a few bad, dirty words like shit, damn, screw, fuck. You might want to go to your safe space, cover your ears, because they will come out at some point. So, So tonight, what we got on tap, we're going to talk about the Rocky movie in the Rocky 3, starring Mr. T. So it's a Mr. T double shot. His TV series TNT, least popular TNT series. Star Wars Interrogator Droids, classic tag team from the WWF, the Young Stallions. Choose Your Own Adventure books. I've got the picture up. We'll talk about those. Classic board game, How to Host a Murder. Our classic guitar duos, Angus Young and Malcolm Young of AC/DC. And our classic album, Highway to Hell by AC/DC. So, right on. So, first of all, we get into the beer here. So, anyways, all right. As you can see, we've done our craft beer review here. We've got Trailblazer. It's a session IPA, or session ale, 4.9 alcohol volume. It's by the Raleigh Muskoka Brewery in Bracebridge, Ontario. I do give it a rating out of 10 later on. I do give it a rating out of 10. I'm going to open her up. All right. So I am trying this beer for the very first time. Before I drink it, I'm going to explain to you my rating system here. Ooh, look at that. All right. So got the beer mug, the beer stein right there. Let's see. We'll put this right back. Well, we'll put this right here for now. But anyways, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. I mean, it's going to be like maybe... Okay, I'm just showing you the numbers here. All right. So this is my rating system right here. So from 10 to 1. 10 being outstanding, awesome, excellent, very good, above average, average, below average, not very good, terrible, awful. So we want it to land in the 10 to the 6 area. So anyways, yeah, so that's it. And also, I'm going to show you guys something else. It's called the Growler. This is your Ontario Craft Beer Guide. It's volume 6, issue 1. It's $3. You can pick this up at any local LCBO store or your local craft brewery. It tells you all about the craft breweries, up-to-date information on all the craft breweries in Sarnia, in all of Ontario. So, all right. So it's got, oh yeah. So pick it up, support your local craft brewery. There we go. All right. So, before we get going, I'm going to plug the hotline. Big Jims Blogcast Live hotline, 1-800-867-5309. Call me up on your rotary phone right here, or your cell, and say, hey, Jim, how's that beer going? I love the show. There we go. So, more people, why don't you say hello? So, right on. So, there we go. All right. So, boom. All right. So, anyways, all right, here we get going. All right, we're going to get going here on our This is Trailblazer Session Ale by the Raleigh Muskoka Brewery in Bracebridge, Ontario. I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. Oh, All right, fuck. Trailblazer is our flagship ale crafted for your post-adventure sessions. Refreshing and unfiltered, it's brewed with sea salts and black currant. Go ahead, you've earned it. So there we go. Look at that texture right there. So, yeah. All right. So maybe I can share this to a group. Let's see. Heavy metal remembers the 80s. All right. There we go. Okay. What do we got here? All right. So anyways. Whoops. Oh, all right. So anyways. Yeah. Anyways. First impressions of this beer. So, yeah, not that bad. It goes down very smoothly. You can taste like a little bit of the sea salts in it. Whether it's a spring, summer, or fall beer, I'm going to. Okay. There we go. It is called Trailblazer Session Ale. There we are. So. Yeah. All right. So whether it's a spring, summer, or fall beer, it's got to grow on me all through the blogcast. And if you guys want to play along at home, want to give it a number between 1 and 10, throw it a number. Feel free to. We're all about audience participation here. So I'm going to top this up. Put this back here. All right. And this comes with like it's a Jose Piedra Cuban cigar, plus my Crown Royal Vanilla, finishing up the last of it. All right. Whoa, I just got a text. Let's see. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, all right. All right, there we are. All right, so there we go. Just, all right. Come on. Let's go. All right. Okay. So, anyways, all right. Alrighty. So, anyways, yeah, say hello out there. Like, I mean, if you're like stuck, you know, this is your Friday night primer show. I might go out later on to a bar. I don't know. All right. All right. So one thing I'm going to do now before we get to our like, oh, wait, no, yes, birthday shout-outs. That's what. All right. So, anyways, as we get to our birthday shout-outs, I'll. All right. All right, people. So, all right. Birthday shoutouts from April 14th to the 20th. Isabella DePuter, Helena Sousa Bartlett, Paul Cleaver, Jeff Sinke, Michael Brown, Jeff Sinfield, Ann Tennant, Stephanie Hope, Kate Giannis, Shirley Taylor, Mike McIntosh. Happy birthday, everybody. I'll repeat that. From April 14th to the 20th, Isabella DePuter. And this weekend, Helena Sousa Bartlett, Paul Cleaver, Jeff Zinke, Michael Brown, Jeff Sinfield, Ann Tennant, Stephanie Hope, Kate Giannis, Shelley Taylor, Mike McIntosh. Happy birthday, everybody. Yeah. All right. All right. So, everybody, I hope you had a happy birthday. Boom. All right. So, all right. And tonight's craft beer accompanied by, like, Crown Royal Vanilla, along with a good cigar. I've got, like, Jose Piedra. Tonight's craft beer. It is called Trailblazer. It's a session ale by the Raleigh Brewing Company in Bracebridge, Ontario, and I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. It's good. It goes down smoothly. It's got to grow on me all through the blogcast. Now, when I do these craft beer reviews, I don't go, well, it's a very tasting, very flavored, high society. No, I don't do that. I don't use fancy words. I just go with what's in here tonight. So, yeah. So, we've got Trailblazer Session Ale by the Raleigh Brewery Company in Bracebridge, Ontario. So far, so good. No tangy aftertaste to it. No nothing. It's like goes down very smoothly. I'll have to get a read on it all through the blogcast. And if you're sticking around throughout the whole blogcast and want to throw out a number between 1 and 10 and see if it matches up with mine, feel free to do so. So I will put this back here. All right. And also, I've got I'm going to do the cube tonight. Now, first of 4 tries, I'm going to take it out of its Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug there. Now, I don't need to, if you're under 35, I need to explain what this is. This is Rubik's Cube. It was a popular toy in the 80s. The premise is pretty simple. The objective is pretty simple. Get all 9 sides, all same colors. All right. So, I'm a bit distracted here. So, all right. So, anyways, tonight's color is yellow. I'm going to try and get a full color side. This is the first of 4 tries tonight. So, anyways, here we go. All right. Okay, here we go. Come on. There we are. All right. Where are you, you biatch? Come on. All right. Come on. All right, you can do it. Yep, there we are. Okay. Oh, man, no way. All right, so anyways, all right, this is what I got so far. So I'm going to put that, didn't get quite the full 9, so anyways, if you're out there, say hello. Type in hello. We're all about audience participation here. So anyways, I'll just put it in a Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. There we go, and there we are. So, bam. All right. All right, that was the uke. Okay. If you hear that, I'm just spraying down the apartment. I don't want it to smell like a ashtray. So, all right. All right, that is one fine, good cigar there. All right. So, anyways, we're gonna get to we're getting into some countdowns now. All right. Father's Day. That is 58 days away. Mother's Day is 23 days away. Fall is 157 days away. Victoria Day long weekend is 31 days away. Summer is 63 days away. All right. So, anyways, let me share this to Messenger. All right. So, let's see. Yeah, there we are. All right. Send. All right. Okay. A few more. Okay. So, anyways. All right. There we are. All right. All right. So this is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 314, Friday, April 18th, 2025. Let's see. All right. All right. There we are. Send. There we are. All right. Yeah, Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 314, Friday, April 18th, 2025. This is your Easter long weekend kickoff primer show. So whatever you're doing this weekend, whether you're probably with family, Yeah, it's good that most of you have the long weekend off. Great, good. Enjoy it. I guess this is the first official long weekend of 2025. All right. So Rachel, I see you're out here. Anyways, as we will get into some local events here. Our craft beer. Before we do that, our craft beer, accompanied by a good cigar, good Cuban cigar, Jose El Piedra. There we are. Accompanying that is our Crown Royal Vanilla, the last of it. So, all right. And our craft beer tonight, it is called Trailblazer Session Ale by the Raleigh Brewing Company in Bracebridge, Ontario. So far, so good. Goes down really smoothly. A little bit of a tangy aftertaste to it, but not bad. They've got it's brewed with sea salt and black currant. So if anybody can explain to me what black currant is, okay. There we go. And like I said, I do give this a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. If you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw out a number between 1 and 10. So, yeah, it's got to grow on me all throughout the blogcast. So, anyways, I will put this back here. And we'll get into some local events. So, yeah. All right. So, I mean, what are you guys up to? This is a primer show. Friday night, I'm probably going to once this blogcast ends, I'm probably going to head downtown for a drink. And I see you're watching. Welcome, Ann. Anyways, as we get into some local events here. So, Alveston Pro Rodeo, Friday, June 13th to June 15th, 2025. 3310 Walnut Street, Brook, Alveston, Ontario. Strathroy Rib Fest, Friday, July 4th to July 6th, 334 Metcalf Street West. Your Big Bounce Canada, Delaware Speedway, 722 Gideon Drive, Middlesex Center, June 13th, 2025, June 15th. Saugeen District Secondary School, All Decades Reunion, June 21st, 2025, 12 p.m. to June 22nd, 2025, 1 a.m. Lakeshore Racquetball Club, 1177 Goddard Street, Port Elgin. You've got a car show, you've got a dance, you got a pub crawl, you got a tour of the high school. You got to put I got to give credit to Kathy and the rest of the gang for putting this together. It's going to be if you went to Saugeen District Secondary School in Port Elgin the last 50 years, you got to go. See old friends and everything there. So you purchase your ticket online. Oh, that's another. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, who can I? All right. So, Michael. There we go. So, anyways, yeah. Spring and Show Sale, Saturday, April 26, 2025, 9 a.m. It's an event by Big Brothers, Big Sisters Sarnia at Alexander Mackenzie Secondary School, 1257 Michigan Avenue. Admission $7. Kids 12 and under for free. Saturday, May 24th, 2025, 9 p.m. is the Pearl Jam tribute at Twisted Arm Restaurant and Bar in Sarnia, $10 at the door. Saturday, April 26th, 12:30 to 4 p.m. Grilled cheese pop-up at the Stonepicker Brewing Company. Stonepicker, another awesome craft brewery right outside of Sarnia, near Wyoming. 71 Forest Road, Wyoming, hosted by the Cheese Wedge. Blue Water Border Fest. Oh my God, Blue Water Border Fest. All right, so Saturday, June 21st, Centennial Park. In Sarnia, the acts are Billy Talent, Tinder, Faber Drum, and Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. So, watch for tickets. Go get your tickets there. Rumblefish, Rockin' the River Cruise. Saturday, June 7th, 7 p.m. Duke to Orleans 2. Tickets. Contact any band members because they'll have the tickets. Friday, May 9th, 7 p.m. Steel Panther, Buck Cherry. On the Northern Exposure Tour, London Music Hall, 184 Dundas Street, London. Tickets, Ticketmaster. Mitten Village Block Party, Saturday, August 23rd, 10 till 4 p.m. 101 Ontario Street, live music, art, food, vendors. Roller skating happens Sunday, April 27th, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Clearwater Arena, 94 Wellington Street in Sarnia. Live DJ, adult $7. Under 16, $5. Rent your skates. Rent skate. You can rent skates for $3. So what do we got here? All right. Come on. All right, there we are. Oh. Okay. All right. And that's about it for our local events. Now, we do have more information on Sarnia Rib Fest. I just haven't gotten to it yet, but that'll be on Sunday's blogcast. So, all right. Good cigar here is a Jose El Piedra Cuban cigar. Accompanying that is our Crown Royal Vanilla, the last of it. All right. So yeah. Okay. Our craft beer for tonight, it is called Trailblazer Session Ale by the Raleigh Brewing Company in Bracebridge, Ontario. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. All right, goes down good, smooth. There's a little bit of a tangy aftertaste to it. Maybe it's the sea salts in it and black currant. It's got to wear on me all through the blogcast. Got to grow on me, so. I'll just top it up. Look at the texture of that, the thickness of that. So, yeah. And if you guys want to if you're still here at the end of the blogcast, want to throw out a number between 1 and 10, feel free to do so. See if it matches up with mine. Right on. So, all right. I'll just put this back here. All right, guys and gals. It's Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 314, Friday, April 18th, 2025. This is your Easter long weekend kickoff primer, whatever you're doing. So, but yeah, I want to give you guys if you want to call me up on the hotline, 1-800-867-5309 tonight. You want to call me up on your rotary phone or your cell. Hey, Jim, I love that. Love the show. How's that beer going down? 1-800-867-5309. Toll free to call. So, all right. I got the bullhorn right here. Look. Big Jim Blogcast Live. Yeah. There we are. Yeah. So, and also, I'm going to remind everybody that Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify and all these audio listening platforms, which is your podcast too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at YouTube.com. Want to give shouts out to everybody watching in the Port Elgin Sarnia groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups. All the AC/DC, Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups. All the craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, Star Trek, pro wrestling, Blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. I'm going to do a little bit more sharing here to a group. Come on. Cool craft beer enthusiast. There we go. Happy birthday wishes. There we go. We love wrestling. There we go. All right. Classic TV shows. There we are. Classic TV and movies. There we are. The best of Sarnia. There we are. All right. So, hair metal friends. There we are. All right. Okay. So, anyways, yeah. So as we get to our our movie tonight, we've got from the Rocky anthology, we've got Rocky 3. All right. So we've got a little bit of a Mr. T double shot right on. So there we are. popped on there. Okay, so, all right. So, anyways, all right. There we are. Okay. So we've got like Rocky 3 on here, and I've got the movie on right now. So it was released March 28th, 1983 or 1982. Sorry. We've got this guy, Sylvester Stallone. We've got his opponent, or wait a minute. Well, we'll go over that. So, anyways, Rocky 3 is the third in the Rocky anthology series. It's 5 years after Rocky fought Apollo Creed for the world title. Rocky has a string of 10 successful title defenses. He's got fame, he's got celebrity, he's got wealth. His wealth, it's increased. He has an exhibition charity event against heavyweight wrestling champion Thunder Lips, played by Hulk Hogan. Rocky's manager, Mickey, is scoping on a young, and powerful contender, rising through the ranks, Clubber Lang. This guy right here. Okay. Played by Mr. T. When Rocky attends his party at the Philly Museum of Art, he is publicly challenged by Lang. Lang pisses off Rocky. Rocky accepts Lang's challenge. Mickey wants no part of the match. Tells Rocky his opponents were handpicked for his title defenses to spare him from a beating. Sorry. Creed trains him. Mickey explains that Lang is young and hungry, and Rocky has gone soft. Rocky and Mickey train for the fight, but Rocky doesn't take his training seriously. Pre-match, in the Clubber Lang Rocky pre-match, chaos erupts backstage at the Philadelphia Spectrum. Mickey suffers a heart attack. Rocky wants to call off the match, but Mickey tells him to go on. Match starts. Rocky is distracted by Mick's condition. Lang KOs Rocky, basically beats the shit out of him, and wins the world title. Rocky says goodbye to Mick. He dies. Rocky stopped by Mick's gym, meet up with Apollo Creed. It was a guest analysis for the match. Creed and Balboa agreed to train together in exchange for a future rematch. The rematch, Madison Square Garden, Rocky versus Clubber. In 3 rounds, Rocky beats the shit out of him, KOs him, reclaims his title. Rocky fulfills Apollo's favor, a second private rematch in the spirit of competition. All right, so here's big buff Stallone is Rocky. We've got Clubber Lang there. Mr. T is Clubber Lang. All right, we've got Apollo Creed. Carl Weathers is Apollo Creed. Burt Young as Paulie in both here. So, all right. So, anyways, and also, yeah, Hulk Hogan is Thunder Lips. Now, the cast basically was Sylvester Stallone as Rocky Balboa, Talia Shire as Adrian Balboa, Burt Young as Paulie Panino, Carl Weathers as Apollo Creed, Burgess Meredith as Mickey Goldmill, Tony Burton as Tony Duke Evers, Mr. T as James Clubber Lang, Hulk Hogan as Thunder Lips. Now, an interesting side note on this was that Vince McMahon Sr. didn't want Hulk Hogan in Rocky 3. He fired Hulk Hogan over this, and Vince McMahon Jr. hired the Hulkster back in 1982, and they say the rest is history. So there we go. That and since I've got the movie on here, I didn't post any scenes from the movie on my Blogcast page, my Facebook pages. So, all right. So we've got, all right. So yeah. Da 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 da. All right. Rocky 3, and that is it for yeah. All right. Boom. All right. Mm. 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 All right. Good cigar there. I had to relight that. That was going out. Anyways. All right. So, anyways. Second time tonight. I am going. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 314. Your long weekend, Friday, April 18th, 2025. It's your Easter long weekend primer show kickoff. Anyways, second time tonight. I'm going to do the cube. Take it out of its Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. And the color tonight is yellow. I don't think I have to explain to anybody. If I explain to anybody under 35 what this is a legendary toy from the 80s, Rubik's Cube. Premise is pretty simple. All 9 sides, all 9 colors, full. So tonight's color is yellow. I'm going to try and get a full yellow side. All right, here we go. Twist and turn, twist and turn. There we are. So the bulk of it, there we are. Come on, come on. We're getting closer. All right. So anyways, okay. So where are you, you bastard? All right. Damn it. Fuck. Crap. Okay. So anyways, all right. After a few turns, that's what I've got. I got close to it, so there we are. All right. All right. So yeah. All right. Where else can I do this? Okay. So. No, not really. Anyways, I'll just put this back, and it's a Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug here. Okay. All right. So. All right. All right. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 314, Friday, April 18th, 2025. Yeah, so it's your weekend, Easter long weekend primer kickoff. So, anyways, like and love. So, all right. Okay, so yeah. So now we have, all right, bongos here. All right, so yeah, now we've got TNT. All right, so, okay. So anyways, all right. So we've got like a little known show by Mr. T. It's a Mr. T double shot, like with like Rocky 3 and TNT. Now TNT went 3 seasons, 65 episodes. It aired January 11th, 1988 to May 26th, 1990. So this was Mr. T's show straight off fresh of the cancellation of the A-Team. So you see that? All right. So I got an A-Team lunchbox. So all right. So anyways, yeah, so it stars Mr. T as T.S. Turner, Alex and Minnie as Amanda Amy Taylor. So isn't that cute? TNT, Turner and Taylor. So, so yeah. The premise: T.S. Turner was a city boy fighting his way off the street and was framed for a crime he didn't commit. Amy Taylor was a young crusading lawyer and mounted an appeal to put Turner back on the street as a private detective. Together, they are TNT. So, there we are. TNT was like a Canadian television TV series from 1987 to 1990. Went into syndication in January of 1988. Season 2, it moved to the Family Channel in 1990. Like I said, Mr. T was fresh off the cancellation of the A-Team, and TNT was solely meant for him. So, first season, there was like more action-based stories. T.S. Turner, when he was hunting down bad guys, would go to his like locker, change out of his pinstripe suit, and into a leather steel jacket before going into action. So, second season plot line centered around social and environmental issues. Third season, he returned to his action-based stories. All 3 seasons of TNT are available to buy on Amazon. So, like I said, it's Mr. T double shot. TNT. So yeah, crime fighter, lawyer, detective by day, crime fighter by night. So there we are. And and it just, yeah, it's a Mr. T double shot. So boom. All right. So anyways, yeah. So if you're out there, say hello. So anyways, our craft beer for tonight, it is accompanied by a good cigar, Cuban cigar, Jose del Piedra, Habana Cuban. All right, our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by that cigar, and accompanied by our Crown Royal Vanilla, the last of it, on the rocks here. Our craft beer for tonight, it is called Trailblazer by the Raleigh Brewing Company in Bracebridge, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. All right, goes down. There's a little bit of a tangy aftertaste to it, and that's probably from the sea salt it's brewed with and black currant. So if somebody could explain to me what black currant is. Yeah, it does go down smoothly. Like I said, a little bit of a tangy aftertaste to it. Yeah. I do give this a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw out a number. Look at the texture of that, the taste of that. So I'll put this back here for now. And we've got, all right. So, and TNT. All right, boom. And before we get to our Star Wars character, I want to say that, I'll get into it right. I'll remind people that Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify and all these audio listening platforms. We're listening to your podcast too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Going to give shouts out to everybody watching the Sarnia Port Elgin groups. Sarnia rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Chain Reaction. What's up, Sarnia? All the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups. All the Van Halen, AC/DC, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups. All the craft beer, cigars, science fiction, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling, the blog groups, the vlog groups, classic TV movies, birthdays, bongos, and Rubik's. Right on. So, yeah, as we get to our interrogator droid, yeah, there we go. All right, from Star Wars Character Encyclopedia. We have the interrogator droid. So there's more specs on the interrogator droid. So, all right. So there we are. Okay, here we are. Now this was designed. The ITO interrogator droid was designed by the Imperial Security Bureau and employed by the Galactic Empire and used by Imperial Inquisitors and Stormtrooper garrison commanders. Now, having droids with various attachments, it's a hovering droid with various attachments here, with a chemical with a sedative and forcing the subject to stay awake all throughout the session, the torture session. So, the ITO droid would do a quick scan on the person's body to determine the weakest point and those vulnerable parts in the body. A single torture session could last over an hour. So you've got let's see, the drug syringe. There we go. You've got the drug syringe, sonic torture device, repulsor lift system, heat generator. My fingers there. Yeah. So the droid could record the entire process with its onboard systems. The droid could perform interrogation by itself, or have a living questionnaire, or have living questions, living host with it during a session. The ITO droid had a fearsome reputation among the Empire's enemies. Now, Darth Vader used an ITO droid on Princess Leia. It was unsuccessful in getting any information out of her. The ITO droid model was be succeeded by the IT3 Interrogator. Now it had flesh peelers, crimpers, injector, electrocutors, sound waves, and all that other shit. So, Vicky, I see you're watching tonight. All right. So, and I think I did post more of that information on my blogcast page, my Facebook page. So, here it is from Star Wars. There we are. There's the black interrogator droid right there. So, yeah. All right. So, we'll put that right back up there. All right. So, boom. Feel free to share this blogcast with anybody. So, all right, boom. Okay, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 314, Friday, April 18th, 2025. It is your Easter long weekend. This is the Friday night primer show. Yeah, so whatever you're doing, whatever you're with family, your loved ones, that's good. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by like Jose El Piedra cigar. Accompanied by a Jose El Piedra cigar. We've got our Crown Royal Vanilla, the last of it. All right. Yeah, wow. So our craft beer for tonight, it is called Trailblazer. It's a session ale by the Raleigh Brewing Company in Bracebridge, Ontario. And I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. So look at that thickness there. Not bad. Got a little bit of a tangy aftertaste to it. Other than that, it goes down really smoothly. I would put this, I'm going to give this a good spring beer to start us off. Good spring beer. This would be good for actually a barbecue. Barbecue, spring. All right. Yeah, so now, like I said, I do give this a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, you want to throw out a number between 1 and 10, see if what I'm going to give it matches up with mine, feel free to do so. So there we go. Let's put this back here. All right. So we've got like our... All right. So let me... Okay. So anyways... All right. So anyways, as we get to our classic tag teams, wait a minute. But first of all, I want to say the hotline. All right. If you want to call me up on the hotline, 1-800-867-5309 on your rotary phone right here or your cell, say, Gwen, how are you? Glad that you could make it out here tonight, Gwen. Happy Easter long weekend. 1-800-867-5309, toll free to call. Hey, Jim, how's that beer? How's the blogcast? Love the blogcast. Welcome. Anyways, there we go. 1-800-867-5309, toll free, either on your rotary or your cell. So there we go. All right. We've got a great craft beer going on, Gwen. Tune in. Stick around and you'll see what it is. All right. Our classic tag team, we've got the Young Stallions, Jim Powers and Paul Roma. There we go. That's Paul Roma. That's Jim Powers. Now, they debuted on March 27, 1987 at a WWF Superstars taping in Las Vegas, Nevada. They were put together by the WWF creative team to be used as enhancement talent, jobbers. So, Jim Powers and Paul Roma would go on to lose TV matches against Demolition, the New Dream Team, the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov on house shows. Roma and Powers would regularly lose to Demolition, and also the Islanders. So, all right. August 8th, 1987, they would win against the Hart Foundation, the tag team champs, in a non-title match, and win one time against Kamala and Sika and the New Dream Team. Vince McMahon would... all right, what do we got here? All right, so anyways... okay. Vince McMahon... would accidentally name Jim Powers and Paul Roma. Would accidentally call them like the young stallions. They referred to them as a couple of young stallions. So, 1987, the Young Stallions, along with the Killer Bees, become one of two successful tag teams. They feud with the Young Stallions feud with the Killer Bees. They would win and lose against the Islanders, the Bolsheviks, the Conquistadors, and Demolition. Demolition. Mid-1988, the Young Stallions began losing matches. The Rougeau brothers, the Killer Bees, and would lose their momentum and push. 1988 Survivor Series, the Young Stallions were eliminated early. 1999, the bottom of the tag team ranks, losing to the Twin Towers, Powers of Pain. They feud with the Twin Towers. They feud with the Powers of Pain. June 19th, 1989, final victory over Boris Zukov and Barry Horowitz. August of 1989, Roman and Powers split without any without any explanation. Jim Powers would go back to being a jobber with the WWF until 1994. Paul Roma would go on to form the tag team of Power and Glory with Hercules Hernandez and his manager Slick. So, yeah, and they would... He would stick with the Federation until October of 1991, and that is our classic tag team, the Young Stallions, Jim Powers and Paul Roma. So, yeah. Let's see. All right. So, and I did post. I think I posted more of it on my blog. Their matches and everything on my if you see take a look. All right, so and that was that for this team right there. So yeah, a couple of young guys. I thought they were gonna go. I remember watching these guys. I thought they were gonna go far in the WWE, but WWF at the time, but politics held them down. Oh. All right. It is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 314. It is Friday, April 18th, 2025. It is your long weekend, Easter long weekend primer. This is a primer show. Whatever you're doing, spending it with family, right on. Good for you. So, everyone's got Monday off, I assume. And I had Friday off today, so... thought I'd get in a blogcast. So, all right. So, an impromptu. The uke, strumming on that, right on. So, all right. Bam. We've got our bongos here. And we've also got Cactus Jack here. So. All right, so yeah, and all right. Before we get into the next, I'm going to do the cube again. I'm going to take it out of its Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug. Tonight's color is yellow. I'm going to. This is like a legendary toy from the 1980s. If you're under 30, under 40, its premise is pretty simple. All 9 sides, full colors. So I'm going to try and get... tonight's color is yellow. See how close I got? So anyways, here we go. Couple of spins there. All right. Okay, here we go. Okay, so yeah. All right. Bam. Ah, come on. All right. So, come on. Really? Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. So, anyways. Okay. Well, shit. All right. All right. That's how far I got. So all right. So I'll put it back in its Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug. This is the third of four tries tonight. So attempts. There we go. Tonight's craft beer. Accompanied by a good cigar. It is called Jose El Piedra, Cuban cigar, and it's accompanied by like Crown Royal Vanilla. All right, I gotta turn this down. There we are. All right, still got the movie on, Rocky 3. Our craft beer for tonight, it is called Trailblazer Session Ale. It's a session ale. It's by Raleigh. It's a Muskoka brewery in Bracebridge, Ontario, and I'm trying this for the very first time tonight. Good. There's a little bit of a tangy aftertaste to it, but other than that, it goes down really smoothly. Look at that, the texture of that. It's a good spring beer. I'll start us off with that. Good spring barbecue beer. It goes good with the barbecue. All right. So, okay. So I just had to scare something off there. Yeah, good barbecue beer, good spring beer. Trailblazer IPA. And I do give this a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. If you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw a number between 1 and 10. So, all right. I'll just place this back here. Now, all right. So, who remembers these? All right. The Choose Your Own Adventure books. We've got like 1, Virtual Escape, and 2, your supercomputer. There we are. There's a close-up of it. Who remembers these books from like public school and all that? So, anyways, all right. So, anyways, yeah, these were published in 1979. I remember reading these books when I was like a kid and wondering if they're still around today. They were created for 7 to 14-year-old. These books were like created for 7 to 14-year-olds. Now, the reader, you are either a spy, a doctor, race car driver, mountain climber, private investigator. The stories were race and gender neutral. Read the story, decide on what it is, and you face 2 or 3 options, which lead to more options. And there are good endings and there are bad endings. Now, you can cheat by bringing it to the wrong page here. So it was created by Edward Packard, author who was also a lawyer, poet, and essayist. Published in 1979 by Bantam Books, eventually bought out by Random House. I remember reading these books. So there's a close-up right there, Virtual Escape. You're the star of the story. Choose from a multitude of possible endings. There's like supercomputer right there. Who remembers these? So, all right. So anyways, I think I'd like. These books are still around today. So, all right. So yeah. All right. Damn. Okay. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 314, Friday, April 18th, 2025. It is your long weekend, Easter long weekend, kickoff, primer show. So, yeah. All right. Where was I? All right. Okay. And yeah, so if you're out there, you're like, I'm probably gonna go out downtown later on after the blogcast. Go out to a bar, have a drink. Anybody's welcome to join me. Ups and downs, downtown Sarnia. All right. So yeah, Big Jim Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 314, Friday, April 18th, 2025. A Friday night, and it is almost 8 o'clock. Right on. So yeah, the uke here. All right, there we go. As we get to our our classic board game, all right, we've got how to host a murder. All right. Okay. So, anyways, this is the game. It's the Hollywood premiere. Okay, so much fun. It's almost criminal. Now this is by Kennedy Board Games Company in 1986. I'm not going to get it. All right, so yeah. An adventure you'll play again and again. So it takes 8 players, adult. It was endorsed by Vincent Price. This guy. Its premise. It is September 19th. The premise is it's set in 1936 at the Power Studios Theater in Hollywood with the glitter and glamour of Power Studios. The new movie release, Power and Greed. There's a party for the cast hosted by Power Films as we head to hosted by head Anton Power, but a murder has happened and its guests must decide among them who did it. So you have the contestants in the game. There's a cassette tape about the murder. There's a diagram of the theater. There's 8 clue packets, name tags, 8 suspects here. Denise M. Dyer, a young actress. Heidi Voltage, one of Power Film Studio's newest stars. Yvonne B. Alone, a Swedish-born actress. Hackford Ryder, he's a screen star, former screen star. Savoy Fair, British actor. Seldom Sell U. Lloyd, director, one of the premier directors in Hollywood. Stuart Dryan, embodiment of tall, dark, handsome actor. Tatiana Ilte, formerly a successful actress. And so you've got to decide who among you committed the murder. So how to host a murder. All right, so I'm going to open this. Here we go. All right. So, anyways, okay. So you got the cassette tape here. How it all happened. Yeah. Basically, all you got, you have your Power. It's basically it was Dungeons and Dragons in the Hollywood vein. So, yeah. So I'm not going to get into all of that. How to host a murder. You can find this. I think this is out of print. You can't find this anymore. But I found this at Goodwill. Murder mystery game. So, and it was endorsed by the then king of horror, Mr. Vincent Price. So, I'll put this back. All right, over here. All right. So, okay. So, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 314, Friday, April 18th, 2025. So, all right. Yeah, so how to host a murder. Ooh, bongos. All And for the I'm going to remind everybody once again that Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms. Register podcast to plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at YouTube.com. I want to give shouts out to everybody watching in the Sarnia, Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro, vintage, classic, nostalgia, yesteryear groups, all the AC/DC, Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups, all the craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, Star Trek, pro wrestling, the blog groups, all the vlog groups, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's, right on. So, our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by good cigar. This is the Jose El Piedra. Cuban cigar there. We've got our Crown Royal Vanilla. The last of it. Cheers, everybody, to the Easter long weekend. All right. And I did bring backup. Tonight's craft beer. I'm gonna top this up. All right. So. Okay. All right. Look at that. Yeah. Look at that foam. The head there. This is Trailblazer. It is a session IPA or session ale. It's by the Raleigh Brewing Company in Bracebridge, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. All right. It's got a bit of a tangy aftertaste to it. That's the sea salts in it. Other than that, it goes down smoothly. This is going to be a good spring summer beer. You can drink this beer with a barbecue, back deck patio beer. So it, and I do give this a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw out a number between 1 and 10. Good spring, summer. I'm going to expand on this. Good spring, summer, and fall beer. Barbecue beer, back deck patio beer. When you're watching the Blue Jays or the Sharks or Toronto Maple Leafs, this could be a good beer for you. I'll place this back here for now. All right. Okay. So. Let's check out our notifications. There we are. So, yeah. As we get to our classic guitar duo of Angus and Malcolm Young. There we go. All right. And their guitars there. Now, Angus Young formed AC/DC with Malcolm Young when he was 18. Angus uses various versions of the Gibson SG. This one. So, uses Ernie Ball Super Slinky guitar strings. Gibson and Young made the Angus Young SG signature humbucker. Amplifiers uses the Marshall 1959 100 watt Super Lead plexi heads. Model 1960 Axe and BX 412 cabinets. Later amps, the Marshall he uses Marshall JMP 2203 and Wizard amplifiers. His influences were Malcolm's influences were Jimi Hendrix, Chuck Berry, Muddy Waters, Pete Townsend. Malcolm Young, playing open chords. Through Marshall amplifiers that set to low volume within the high gain. Played a Gretsch 1963 Jet Firebird and later modified versions of it. Now, unfortunately, Malcolm passed away in November 18th, 2017, age 64. Complications of dementia. His influences were Jimi Hendrix and Chuck Berry. Essential AC/DC albums. There we go. There's Angus and Malcolm Young, and both their signature guitars. There's Angus's SG and Malcolm's Young Gretsch guitar. So, essential AC/DC albums with them. High Voltage, 1976. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, 1976. Let There Be Rock, 1977. Power Age, 1978. Highway to Hell, 1979. Back in Black, 1980. And For Those About to Rock, 1981. So that is the essential AC/DC catalog with like Angus and Malcolm Young, our classic guitar duos for tonight. There they are. So right on. Okay. So anywho, let's see what we got here. Like, all right. So I still have the movie on. So anyways, play movie. There we go. All right. And these are our classic guitar duos for tonight, Angus Young and Malcolm Young. All right. So, as we move on. All right. So yeah, hope you're having a good time. You're spending it with like. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 314, Friday, April 18th, 2025. It is your Easter long weekend. This is your Friday night Blogcast primer show. So, yeah. All right, I'm just spraying down the apartment because I don't want it to smell like a ashtray here. All right. Okay, the uke, yeah. Trying unsuccessfully to play some AC/DC songs on the ukulele here. I'm on the highway to hell. I'm on the highway to hell. All right. So, anyways, yeah. Okay. So, So, anyways, if you want to call me up on your rotary phone, you want to call me up on the hotline, Big Jim Blogcast Live hotline, 1-800-867-5309. Call me up on your rotary or your cell. How's that beer going down, Jim? I love the show. Great. Good. Toll free to call, 1-800-867-5309. So there we go. All right. All right. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 314, Friday, April 18th, 2025. As we get to our classic album. All right. So. All right. Okay. So as we get to our classic album tonight, we have Highway to Hell. What a classic album this is. Hold on a sec here. All right. Okay, we've got like AC/DC. Here's the band. Yeah, there we go. They got the classic band, Angus and Malcolm Young, Cliff Williams on bass. Phil Rudd on drums, Bon Scott on vocals. All right, so, all right. So this was released July 27th, 1979. Produced by Robert John Mutt Lang. You might have heard of him. He's Mr. Shania Twain, ex-Mr. Shania Twain. He's worked with like Def Leppard, The Cars, and a multitude of other artists, including Bryan Adams. So, Highway to Hell was the band's sixth studio album, recorded between December 1978 to April 1979. Recorded at Roundhouse Studios in London, England. We've got the band. We've got the band in the back here. So, yeah. And the inner sleeve. Oh, there's no inner sleeve to it. So, anyways, Angus Young on guitar. Bon Scott on vocals. Malcolm Young on rhythm guitar, Phil Rudd on drums, Cliff Williams on bass. The song, side 1, Highway to Hell, Girls Got Rhythm, Walk All Over You, Touch Too Much, Beating Around the Bush. Side 2, Shot Down in Flames, Get It Hot, If You Want Blood, You Got It, Love Hungry Man, Night Prowler. Now, there was a bit of a controversy with like serial killer Richard Ramirez claiming that the song Night Prowler caused him to do all those murders. Now, Atlantic Records believed AC/DC was going to make it big in America. They wanted Mutt Lange to produce Highway to Hell. Prior to that, George Young, Angus and Malcolm's brother, and Henry Vanda produced their albums. They had almost like they had Jimi Hendrix producer like Eddie Kramer working with them. Angus and Malcolm didn't like him at all. The band hired new management to send out a tape to Mutt Lange. All right, so there we go. Lange taught Bot Scott how to sing and breathe properly. He forced the band to rework and rewrite their songs, got Angus to improve his guitar playing, and he was a real taskmaster behind the scenes. So, upon Highway Hell's release since 2006, it has gone to be certified 7 times platinum, over 7 million units, and is the second highest charting AC/DC album. Unfortunately, Highway to Hell would be Bon Scott's last album, as he died on February 18th, age 33, of acute alcohol poisoning. But yeah, this is our classic album for tonight, AC/DC's Highway to Hell. There is the producer of it, Robert John Mutt Lange. So yeah, and here's the classic Highway to Hell lineup band right there. Phil Rudd, Cliff Williams, Angus Young, Bon Scott, and Malcolm Young. So there we go. And yeah, so produced art direction, art photography, Bob Deffrin, Jim Houghton. Yeah. So, anyways, there we go. So, all right. If the classic album, can't say enough about it. So there we go. Highway to Hell by AC/DC. That's our classic album for tonight. So, all right. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 314, Friday, April 18th, 2025. I might have forewarned you guys maybe a bathroom break, so I'm going to take one right now. All right, I'm coming back. I'm back, coming back. All right. So, anyways, yeah, I'm back in the chair. All right. So let's see what this is. All right. So yeah. Okay. So Greta, how are you? I'm just about to. I am going to rate the beer first, but hold on. Bam. Boom. All right. Bongo solo there, and I'm going to remind everybody that Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms, which is your podcast too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at YouTube.com. Want to give shouts out to everybody watching the Port Elgin Sarnia groups. Sarnia rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. What's up, Sarnia? You gotta love Sarnia 2.0. All the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups. All the Van Halen, AC/DC, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling, the blog and vlog groups, classic TV, movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's Cubes. Right on. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by like a good cigar, good Cuban one, Jose El Piedra. Mm. All right. It's accompanied by like Crown Royal Vanilla. Mm. All right. Mm. 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 Oh yeah, good. Our craft beer tonight, it is Trailblazer. Mm. It's a session ale. It's by the Raleigh Brewing Company in Bracebridge, Ontario, Canada. I'm about to give my final thoughts on this beer. Mm. 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 Look at that texture there. I'm going to top this up. Mm. All right. So, yeah. Mm. Topping it up. Look at the texture of that. Now, this beer is a good spring, summer, and fall beer. It is a good back deck patio barbecue beer. Good beer when you're watching the hockey game, maybe the Leafs, San Jose Sharks. Good baseball beer, or whether you're watching the Toronto Blue Jays. All right. So when I do these craft beer reviews, I just don't go, well, it's a very highbrow, very exquisite tasting, nice, high society. No, I don't. I go with my gut. I go with what's in here. So, anyways, let's see. All right. So where is it going to land? I've thought long and hard about this. All right. Nope, not there, not there. All right. So I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. All right. Let's see here. I'll just type that in. There we go. 7 out of 10 for Trailblazer Session Ale. Ooh, boy. It really does. It's really good beer. And where does that land on our beer chart here? So 7 out of 10. Read it. Very good, well executed beer, but not quite good enough to buy again immediately. But it's a good beer. So I gave it a 7 out of 10. So there we go. All right, Raleigh. It yeah. So anyways, it's called Trailblazer. It's by Raleigh, Muskoka Brewery in Bracebridge, Ontario, Canada, and I gave it a 7 out of 10. Cheers, everybody. All right. So we set this back here. All right. So, anyways, if you want to call me up on your rotary phone or your cell phone, and 1-800-867-5309. Good beer tonight, Jim. Good show. Hey, all right. So, anyways, yeah. 1-800-867-5309. Toll free to call on your rotary or your cell. Right on. So, yeah. All right. So, anywho. Ah, fuck. So, yeah, I'm just going to All right. I'm just relighting that cigar. For the fourth and final time tonight, I am going to try and get one full color side. The Rubik's Cube, take it out of its big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. I'm going to try and get yellow. This is a Rubik's Cube. It's a legendary toy from the 80s. If you're under 30 or under 40, then the premise is, you probably haven't heard of it. But anyways, premise is pretty simple. 9 sides. Get the 9 colors. Tonight's color is yellow. So here we go. Boom. All right. All right, here we go. Come on, man. All right. So there we are. There we are. Okay. So, come on. All right. So, anyways. All right. Yeah, but that's all I got. So I'll just put it back in its big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. I'm going to give you guys like a motivational, inspirational quote. You have 3 choices in life: give up, give in, or give it your all. And that's by Unknown. 3 choices in life: give up, give in, or give it your all. And that's by Unknown. So, anyways, yeah. All right. Bongo solo there. All right. Tracy, I see you're watching. So, welcome to Big Jim Blogcast Live Primer Show. All right. So, what do we got here? We are, all right. So, anyways. What? Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. All right. That's it for me. Our craft brewery, craft beer tonight, Trailblazer Session Ale by the Raleigh Muskoka Brewery in Bracebridge, Ontario, 7 out of 10. Our birthday shout-outs: Isabella DePuter, Elena Sousa Bartlett, Paul Cleaver, Jeff Zinke, Michael Brown, Jeff Sinfield, Antenna, Stephanie Hope, Kate Pianis, Shelley Taylor, Mike McIntosh, Countdowns, Local Events, Rocky 3, Mr. T Double Shot, TNT, his show, Star Wars, Interrogator Droids, Classic Tag Teams, Young Stallions, Choose Your Own Adventure Books, Classic Board Game, How to Host a Murder, Classic Guitar Duos, Angus Young and Malcolm Young, our classic albums, Highway to Hell. You want t-shirts? T-shirts, they are $35, shipping and handling included. Kids Force speaks for delivery. You tell me what you want, drop e-transfer or money order, and I'll do my best to get that out to you. Like I said, rate the beer 7 out of 10. Our motivational quote: you have 3 choices in life: give up, give in, or give it your all. By Unknown. And you will see me Sunday with a whole new blogcast with This Week in Van Halen history. So until then, So Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go later on Spotify and all these audio listening platforms. Podcast keep us by our YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at YouTube.com. Shouts out to you watching the Fort Elgin Sarnia group, Michelle at Sarnia Rocks, you guys rock. Pop culture groups, retro, vintage, classic, nostalgia, yesteryear, Van Halen, AC/DC, hard rock, hair metal, classical rock, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, Star Trek, pro wrestling, blog and blog groups, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. Cheers, everyone. So, yeah. And, you will see me Sunday. So, yeah, boom. Have a happy Easter weekend, everybody. Wherever you're going tonight, whatever you're doing this weekend, stay safe, don't drive drunk. That's it. And you'll see me Sunday. So it's a primer show. Later on tonight, I might drop off, go downtown to AJ's Bar or the Ups and Downs for a drink. You're welcome to join me. So cheers, everyone. And stay safe. Sunday night. Alright, that's it for me. Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 314, Friday, April 18th, 2025. Okay. Enjoy the rest of this. All right. Cheers, everyone, and I will see you Sunday.